All right, we should be recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our bi-weekly community meeting for Harbor Project. Today is Wednesday, 24th of July, and that's official community meeting from CNCF. So please be nice to each other and respect other people's opinion. My name is Ulim Vasiliev, and I'm the Harbor community lead. I just sent into the chat, but I'll do it once again. I'm going to send the meeting minutes notes link. So if you feel like add yourself, that would be super nice so we can keep track who's joining and who is interested into the project. With that, I'm gonna add myself. Any specific topics and discussions for today, or we can do freestyle, and I can see some new faces and new names in our community meeting today, so we can do that as well. No updates? Okay. Everybody's super quiet today. All right, I'm gonna put some updates. I've submitted the maintainers track for KubeCon North America and lighting talk that possibly we're gonna do together with Vadim or whoever is gonna join on the KubeCon in Salt Lake City. So I'm gonna share that document once again. I hope you can see that. So, no, for those of you who are new, that's where we keep our kind of discussions for today. Who joined, who wants to do some discussions and some office hours agenda or something like that. So, everybody's super quiet. So, in that case, I'm gonna ask the new faces to share something about them and their organization and why they joined us. Slava, do you want to? I hope I'm saying your name right.
Yeah, Slava is fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely fine.
yeah. Can you
So,
go first, please?
yeah, sure. So, I'm a software developer from Mirantis, and we're going to use Harbor as our platform as the next version of Mirantis Secure Registry. Um, so my main responsibility at the moment is data migration from previous versions of MSR to Harbor. So that's why I'm very much interested in
Nice.
ways how Harbor works and how it is managing internal objects, metadata, and blobs, image blobs.
Good.
So,
Yeah. Do you need any help with that? Any guidance?
not help. Actually, I have a question. Working with Harbor applications and adapters, I noticed that functionality among different adapters are very similar. Like Harbor can replicate images, tags images, but for example, for Harbor to Harbor replication, it also can replicate Helm charts. And these objects are named as artifacts within a replication model. So I'm wondering what other objects can be treated as artifacts, or what other objects are migrated, replicated.
Any
As
any
something.
object in the OCI format, we are treating this kind of artifacts as artifacts in Harbor. So anything that format in the OCI,
Mhm.
yeah, like Docker image transfer, CNAP, yeah, that stuff is all the good.
Okay, I see. But maybe I haven't yet found what other objects are replicated. Just notice that Helm charts are replicated. So I'm wondering if we can make some objects of MSR, for example, being replicated as harbor artifacts or treated as harbor artifacts. Because Helm charts also can be treated, and we can for example, create some new replication adapter for the most recent version of MSR in order to replicate, for example, Helm charts, but also what other objects we can place. So artifacts belong to projects, or to what? Well, where is their place within harbor infrastructure?
Oh, sorry, I didn't clearly understand the question.
Just a moment, just a
but
moment. Let me open my harbor.
okay. But for the previous question, the
Mhm.
harbor is the OCI registry. So anything that format in the OCI, so harbor can support it. And otherwise, harbor does not.
Slava, are
Okay.
you asking for anything specific, like, for example, any libraries or any packages or something else, some other type of artifacts, or?
Okay, it's a good point that any OCI artifacts are treated as, well, supported by Harbor. In this case, I would rather read OCI specification in order to find out more.
Yep.
So it was important point that any OCI artifacts, yeah. Yeah, thank you. I think it's a good starting point where I can grow my knowledge.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and you can always ask into the mailing list or the Slack channel. Some
Yeah,
of
sure.
us
Which
can answer it, like,
channel? Slack channel?
I will send you a link. Do you have, like, that's a question for everybody else, the new faces. It's in the Cloud Native Computing Foundation Slack space. It's called Harbor. And actually, you can find that under Go Harbor. Give me a sec. I'll send a link for Harbor.io.
Go Harbor.
All that information can be found here. Go Harbor.io community. And you can see all the links to all the Slack channels that we have, or the two main ones in particular, the Harbor and Harbor Dev. Harbor is more for end user discussions. It's Harbor Dev is actually the things that you just asked, like what kind of objects and how it's structured and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
so if you scroll a little bit down on CNCF Slack, you can see the two channels.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will do this.
Yep.
I'm already connecting.
Okay, great. Okay, and I see some other faces, like or names rather. Jim, Carlos, they want to share something, and some unpronounceable nicknames, I suppose. So
hey guys, I can talk. I'm new here. I'm Brad, so it's just first initial last name. That's why it's looks weird. Defaults in Zoom. Gotta love them. So I'm a director of engineering at Marantis. So Slava, Chris Gerard are both on my teams. So I want to start joining these calls a little bit. So hopefully, as Slava said, we're trying to adopt Harbor as our base registry. So, even now, as we're talking about Harbor, we're seeing that there's not a one-to-one feature parity between MSR and Harbor. So I suspect that with this community, we're going to have to do a fair amount of discussion, and we really want to be active participants in terms of, hey, we need feature X, which is on MSR. We need a solution for our customers. Is this in Harbor in some other way compared to what we're used to? You know, especially as we get used to the Harbor paradigms as they contrast MSR. And anytime that there is changes, make sure that we're making changes that are conducive to how Harbor operates and that the features we're looking for make sense in Harbor.
Nice. So you're continuing the discussion that I had in the past with Robert Illing, or
yeah, Rob, he also he I guess in a way a peer in the product organization, so he should be in these calls as well, and me and him also talk. So yeah,
because he was the first one who contacted me from your side, folks, about Harbor and your possible adoption, and at that point you were evaluating Harbor to replace the current solution. So yeah,
we've now got the 4.0 version of the registry with the rebrand. And I mean, even as far as the rebrand goes, we found a few things that we've had to put a few patches into brand. And ideally, you know, we'd like to avoid a fork entirely of Harbor and do everything upstream, work with you guys really closely. So even stuff like that, we want to work with you guys to see if we can just extend the branding or whatever the case is.
Yeah, that was what we initially discussed with Robert. I think we can disclose that already, as you joining the calls so many times, that you want to join the community and actually work on the mainstream project instead of like developing your downstream version, and actually contribute more to the project instead of just having the code base and reusing it, which is pretty cool. That's what other companies are doing as well, and it's not uncommon in any case.
Exactly. Very anti-fork. We really don't want overhead maintenance of additional changes that could just well be part of the community. Everybody wins.
And me as a maintainer and community manager, that's perfect, because that doesn't make any favor for anyone, right? It's if you have like the downstream and you keep the good stuff in, it's not cool.
Exactly. So we're all game. We're all on the same page. Perfect.
Good. Nice to have you, and nice to see you more often that you're gonna join. And looking forward to contributions. And as I said to Slava, and that's valid for everyone else, you can always contact me or Jan. I'm super active around the community and finding new contributors and new companies and so on. Jan and Vadim, who's one of the other like my time zone kind of maintainer, his son is having birthday today, so he cannot join, but you can always reach out, and some of us will either respond or point you to the right direction, how to find the respective stuff. So yeah,
excellent.
Right. Yeah,
good to meet you all.
Yeah, more than welcome. Anybody else? Anyone else wants to introduce themselves, or bunch of shy folks on the call today?
I just have been here in the last, I think, 3 meetings, so I think it's fine.
Alrighty.
Have you been able to get the meetings on site in Mallorca so we can all go visit?
Yeah, you can come whenever you want. Yeah, we got a co-working last month, so we will be there for maybe every 2 weeks or something like that. So you can come. It's a bit crowded right now, but it's fine.
People might take you up on that offer.
Yeah, last time I think we made the same comment that we can join easily your office or whatever you're working with.
For sure.
So, yeah.
You are more than welcome. Yeah.
Talking about joining, can I have like an idea who is planning to join KubeCon in North America? Any plans? I know it's like in 3 months or something, and budgeting are super unclear at the moment. But I'm trying to build out the plan who's going to be there from the community side, so we can do something together. Either have some beers or discuss, or we won't have the project meeting this time. CNCF removed that opportunity. but we're gonna do the kiosk. So if someone is willing to spare a few hours at the kiosk chatting with the community, I'll be more than happy. And we're gonna have the maintenance track as well. So yeah, if someone wants to do something around that and to get engaged with the community fiber, I'm not with my name there in the Zoom, but that's my name, Orlin. So reach out and we can figure out something. I'll be hanging around the Project Pavilion area for sure, pretty much most of the time. So you'll find me there. All right. Jolene, you sent something about...
yeah, just a information for Sliver. I think he just talked about the replication. I think there is a design proposal previously. I think it was for him to take a look to understand what is the replication design, what is the capability that feature provided. But the most important information is, I think Ian already pointed out, what the harbor can replicate is the OCI compatible artifact. So that's a container. The replication functionality can replicate the container. So for other formats, and at this moment, the replication doesn't support that.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And
very helpful. Because otherwise, I had to crawl through the code and just, well, building that picture inside of my head instead of reading something.
Yeah.
Something
and if you have any more questions, just like Olin said, you can always reach out in the Slack channel.
Yeah, thank you.
And
welcome.
Just to put some light on, Jolene is the engineering manager from Broadcom or VMware site. So if you have some questions around how we did, okay, not how I'm not part of VMware anymore. It's like, man, it's an old habit.
Thank you, Olin. I think I also participate in this community
I'm still struggling with that.
Years. Yeah. Super weird.
Yeah, I'm still
we still we. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. For those of you who doesn't know me, I was part of the VMware for a long time, and now I'm not. I'm now Matsusa, but I still do the community manager role. But it's still VMware. It's too fresh in my mind. Anyway, that's recorded. Damn. Anyway, so for the new folks, you can check the community repository, and it holds all the proposals, like the new proposals and old proposals, which were proposals are something like the Kubernetes enhancement proposals, like the KIPs there. We do the same practice, so you can check out in the community repository the proposals that were merged, that most probably mean they've been completed. Some of the proposals are not merged, either someone is working on them or they're forgotten to be merged. And that's, by the way, why I'm saying that is to give you overview. That's the way how we get new, like a bigger features into Harbor. You should work on a proposal, then we vote on the proposal. We fix the proposal before actually it's becoming a real code. And then once that's settled, you can finalize the code implementation and actually get it in. So browse the community repository for this stuff. And by the way, I'm going to share that for a sec. Talking about the community repository, I've opened a PR not long ago to clean up and to change my affiliation and clean up a little bit. So that's something that we have to discuss at some point. Like, I'm not part of VMware anymore. I'm SUSE now, and Abby is not part of VMware as well, but she's not active at the project at all. Or Minu, for example, she's not at VMware and she wasn't active at all at the project. So what my ask is, if we can clean up a little bit that part of the repository because we have so many folks like, let me show the code, the maintainers part, for example. I don't like the idea that other projects are doing, keeping like a long list of maintainers which are super inactive. I mean, years of inactivity. So I think we should clean up a little bit and leave some room from for some new folks to join and to be probably listed as maintainers of the Harbor project. And not to have...
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, I contact some of them. I mean, in the maintainer list to ask them whether they willing to contribute to Harbor. So if not, we can move them out, and then we can nominate some more active contributor into the maintainer list.
Okay. Great. So yeah, Jan, if you because I have that PR open, I can just add to that PR and remove some others. If you
let me confirm. First.
Good. Okay, great. And for the new folks, actually, that's the list where you can see not updated list of people and responsibility of portions of the code. So if you're willing to join the community and join the maintainers team, take a look here, what we need and what kind of roles we have and where you can fit in and what kind of thing you can actually maintain. That's combining what I need and what I want to do with the adding the new folks in, and so they can understand how we work. All right, I'm speaking too much today, but you're awkwardly silenced. So I see Jim added replication support for ACR. Jim, you want to share something about that?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I prepare a demo for it. Can I show it?
Yeah, sure.
Share my screen. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Take your time and prepare the demo. No worries at all.
Okay. It's this PR. Currently, the Harbor is only support the ACR personal edition for remote repository, but not support the ACR Enterprise Edition instance for remote repository. So I submitted a PR to solve this issue. This is the ACR Personal Edition. This is in Enterprise Edition. I prepared a Enterprise ACR Enterprise Edition instance. I already link it. This is the registries endpoint. You can see its history. Healthy. I will do some tests. The first is a push-based test. You guys can this any library namespace repo will push or replicate it to the ACRE edition instance. for this rule. Okay. Yes. Oh. Okay. Once I push a image to this Harbor repository, okay. Okay. It will trigger replication to my HREE instance. Oh. Okay, we can see this tag is push replicated to my remote repository. The second case is pool-based rules. But Ew. Oh, okay. Invalid syntax. Okay. Sorry.
So maybe you need to update the policy. Can you update that one? Maybe something wrong.
Okay.
You can.
Okay. It's in progress. Oh, it's done. It's done now. Okay, that's all. This is my showcase. Any questions?
Yep. Hi, thanks, Jim. So I have a question regarding to this board. Since we have updated the latest code to support the ACR or it is ARE so do we have a testing instance for us for validation? because I just want to add this automation test case in our mapping pipeline to our regression to testing this latest adapter. So
Okay. I can
okay.
I can
But maybe it's better that you can provide us a automation car to do some testing in our automation pipeline. So
okay,
so yeah,
no
we can
problem.
yeah. Okay, thank you. So we can discuss offline. Thank you. And hopefully we could have this one in the next coming release, which is 2.12. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you for the contribution. But I also have a question. So this ACREE is Alibaba Regis enterprise version. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I remember currently Harbor already supports the Alibaba ACR. So what's the difference?
We did some code chain to support the latest version of Alibaba registry. Yeah, the current adapter has some have some problem. It's not a new one. Yeah.
Okay, understood. But from the PR description or the issue description, I cannot see this information. So I was thinking that was a new version of the Alibaba ACR. So can you add a little more description? I mean, information in the PR description. What does the PR really do? So others can easily understand.
Okay. Harbor, the latest Harbor only support the personal edition. It's our free edition for developers, but we now have a new enterprise edition. This is for enterprise. It's not free. This edition is free.
So currently the Harbor support is the Alibaba ACR free edition. With this PR you contribute, it can support the Alibaba ACR enterprise edition, right?
Yes.
Okay. So after this PR, with this change, and the Harbor can continue support the free edition of the Alibaba ACR. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
Yes, it supports both the free and the commercial versions of. So it is just an enhancement to make the adapter to support the enterprise version.
So
got it.
So yeah, question from my side. We're changing the adapter, like we're extending the adapter so we can do the EE version, so the enterprise version, or we're gonna add that as a separate adapter, like we have the Alibaba.
Not the separate one. We just make the current adapter to support both the personal and enterprise versions.
Yeah. Okay. Because maybe I had the same issue understanding the actual work as Jolene. Okay, good. And Jim, you're from the Alibaba, right? Or I'm wrong?
Yes, I'm from Alibaba Cloud.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you for the contribution.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have another question. That can I see you as the owner of this adapter? I mean that if in the future we find some problem of this adapter, we can reach out to you to help us to resolve some problem, right?
No problem.
Can I? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I had the same question waiting. If we can add some reference somewhere on the code base, like you and your team somehow to be contacted if we have some issues with the adapter. And also, do we need some test cases for that adapter? I'm not sure if we have the test cases within the code already. I'm checking the code, the PR right now, but I'm not sure. Jan, do we do test cases for the adapters or?
So what test case do you mean? Do you mean the UP or the automation pass?
Come again?
I mean
we can add E2E tests.
we have some haven't added the end-to-end test yet because the PR is under review. We do not have this code right yet.
Okay, so
but, yeah, you go ahead.
So my ask is, we're gonna add tests for this PR as well, right?
Okay, so we're gonna let Jim to add more UT in his PR.
Yeah, my ask is because we have that implemented now, and for example, Alibaba changed something on the API on their side, and we can end up with broken adapter. So if we have the tests in, we can catch that on our site as well. That was my ask. If we can do that. Jim, is that possible? If you can add that to the PR?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Odin. I have another question. Actually, it is a problem for another adapter, and that is the GitLab. So currently, the GitLab adapter has some problem, but we don't have any expert. I mean, the maintainers does not familiar with the GitLab API, so we need someone from community to help us to address the problem in the GitLab adapter. There is no owner right now. We do not know how to fix the problem. So I don't know how can we resolve that.
I'm gonna reach out to GitLab and try to find someone who is responsible for that, or can be responsible for that. Not sure if we can find someone that easily, but can I ask you something? Can you drop me a line, like what's wrong with the adapter?
Yeah.
So I can address that to someone from GitLab.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Good. Yeah, and in general, if we have if we find something like that and we need an owner, we can structure that in the community repository easily, or we can add like a placeholder within the code base who is the owner of this stuff. And I'm not sure which approach is better. But
maybe we could maybe create a usual or wiki page for the seeking owner for each of the adapter. Because some of them currently do not have any owner to have us to fix problem. We do not familiar with the
Okay, let me get that as a homework for me to figure out what's the best way. Like I'm pro to do that, like in the community repository, to have a adapters or owners kind of file, and if someone needs to check something to check there, because that's where we keep that kind of information. It's not in the code base, but we can link that from the code base. So like an up level adapter folder thing to link to that list. If someone has a question about the adapters, they can find respective information and contacts within the community repository, something like that. I'll try to figure out a good way and to implement that. Good.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So whenever you have some time to, I know you're on PTO today. I'm surprised to see you online, but
The flight today.
Actually, yeah. Maybe Yan currently is at the airport.
Yeah, that's dedication, man. But you should be working on your video. Okay, when you have time, drop me a line what's wrong with the adapter, and I'll try to address that through the CNCF to find someone from GitLab to help out with the adapter, and we can ask the community for help in that regard.
Sure.
Right, perfect. Okay. Anybody else? Any topics for today? I'm super happy about today's conversation. No. So my last asking then is to the maintainers team and whoever wants to be a maintainer in the future. I'm gonna work on the project update for graduated projects on the KubeCon North America. The video that is displayed on the keynote sessions on the big screen. We have to provide a understandable 1 minute update of the project. So my ask is, if you want to have something in specific and you think that is like super important for the project, just drop me a line in Slack or somewhere that you think that, like, for example, SBOM is something obviously that we're gonna add. But if I'm missing something and you want to be sure that it's going to be added to the project update, just make sure that you drop a line to me. We have a month to submit that video, but obviously I have to shoot it, I have to edit, I have to shoot it 1,000 times before it came out right, even it's a 1 minute video. So if you can do that in the next week or two, will be great. So I can provide that video to CNCF so we can be on the big screen again and get attention to the project. So yeah, just an ask for everybody. If you want to, yeah. And for the new folks from Mirantis, for example, that cannot be a product stuff. It should be project only. So I cannot say, hey, and by the way, Mirantis joined our community. I cannot do that. But if you work on something and you want to make sure it is out there, just shout out and drop me a line. Alrighty. Anybody else? Any more discussions, topics, complaints? I don't know. Something? Nope. Okay. 15 minutes back from the hour, and enjoy your life, and see you in 2 weeks time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.